Caesarboo, what are you doing? Why are you making a video that could completely damage your reputation? What are you doing? Turn all of your Pokemon fans against you. What are you doing? Why are you making a video like this? Why? What are you gonna do? How dare you have a different opinion? Why are you saying the Pokemon Sleep is better than Pokemon Go? Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? Are you? Why, yes. Yes, I am allowed to have an opinion. And my opinion is that as a Pokemon app, Pokemon Sleep is actually doing better than Pokemon Go. In fact, Pokemon Brush Your Teeth is doing better at this point than Pokemon Go. And that's my opinion. And besides, it looks like it's 2016 again, and controversy is all the new rage again. So why not dip my toe back into a little bit of YouTube drama, Pokemon style, with a Pokemon Sleep video, with a little bit of spice. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Caesarboo, and I used to think that people watched my channel for Pokemon card opening content. Joke's on me, right? Well, apparently you all really like my Pokemon Sleep content, and I'm going to be honest, I wish I had more to cover about with this app, because for the past 700 days, I have casually been playing. I have been having so much fun. It's a really basic but quality of life Pokemon game where all you do is track your sleep at night and you wake up to Pokemon in the morning. And for a collector or shiny hunter, it is the perfect app. Well, not perfect, but it's pretty dang close. Meanwhile, I've officially hit my limit with Pokemon Go, and the past few months, especially on Fuecoco Community Day, where I only got 2 shinies, and one of them was below 1 star, and I couldn't even manage to get a normal 3-star. All I wanted to do was smash my phone into a million pieces and walk away. But luckily I had cute Fuecoco here to calm me down, because, I mean, look at him. He's an adorable, precious baby. Look into his eyes. That would calm anyone down, right? I know that these games, or apps, let's call them apps, are 2 completely different apps, and they serve 2 completely different purposes, right? Well, if I only had to choose to play one of them, to play Pokemon Sleep or to play Pokemon Go, I think that I have hit a point to where I would just play Pokemon Sleep right now. So why? Why am I saying this? Well, let's get started then with today's video. Before we begin, this video is sponsored by absolutely no one. So please do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button and like button as well. Leave a comment or something, like say like a random Pokemon meme you learned or something in chat. I am actually halfway there to YouTube partner, and I really want to be able to use really cool emojis in my streams. So really all that helps is just watching the video. And for longtime subscribers and those that have been keeping up with my Pokemon content, the cards, travel, everything, thank you all so much. You are what keeps me doing what I'm doing. I love YouTube, and I know I'm not a big YouTuber, but I hope that I am bringing you all a little bit of entertainment. As for Pokemon Sleep videos, I wasn't really satisfied with the Eevee guide that I did, so keep on the lookout, because I might be redoing that video and coming out with other Pokemon Sleep content soon. Maybe. So, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. Fuecoco has gone to take a nap. He is out of here, so let's go ahead and whip out some Pokemon Sleep and let's talk about Pokemon Sleep. It's very fitting. I've got my pop socket Eevee that's taking a snooze and my phone that matches the aesthetic of my channel, so let's whip it out and let's talk about some Pokemon Sleep. So, Pokemon Sleep has been out for a while now, actually. It was really simple at first, and now I've seen that people really take this app seriously. Like, have you guys, like, checked out the Reddit for Pokemon Sleep? By the way, wonderful group of people, very supportive, always giving out ways to help the community. They're awesome. And some people are really passionate about Pokemon Sleep. In fact, so passionate that I would definitely consider myself a casual player. I haven't been giving every Pokemon a biscuit, only the ones that I want shinies of, and I bought the premium pass and I let the points stack and get out of control. I don't use them half the time. I have a whole team of shinies. I mean, look at them all right now. They're great. And I don't really care about my rank at the end of the week. I mean, seriously, go look at that Reddit. It proves my point that I am just a casual player. And to be honest, I have so much respect too for people that actually are team building and worried about their skills on their Pokemon. You all are doing great. You're doing awesome. And for those that don't know about this, that think that people just track their sleep, like, it would probably shock a lot of people. So what is the main reason why I think that Pokemon Sleep is better than Pokemon Go? It all comes down to one thing, well, maybe two: community and community support. Pokemon Go, well, it used to be Niantic, not anymore, has absolutely failed its community. With raids, the shop, the events, Niantic wasn't now, listening to its community. For those that don't play Pokemon Go, first of all, the Saudi Arabia government, Scopely, recently purchased the rights for pretty much all of Niantic's mobile apps. So Niantic's story with Pokemon Go is over. There is no more making up for the community, doing things. They're done. I don't really know what else that they're going to be doing. I don't know if they went under or if they're just focusing on new things, but they're done with Pokemon Go. They were doing well. They started out well at first with the app. I remember when it first came out, I was hooked. But after all was said and done, greed got the best of them, really. It really did. And it just completely took over the app. One of the biggest controversies is when they took away the quality of life changes that were provided during COVID and restricted them almost even further than what they were before COVID. I remember that's really what almost completely made me stop playing Pokemon Go. You had to be right up on the gyms or the stops to access them. Once there was a lot of backlash with that, they actually turned back, but that wasn't what really killed it for me. I came from a place that was actually really rural and really hard to play with other people because there was no one really playing in my area, especially after the Pokemon Go craze calmed down. But it was really the remote raid passes that just took me out. Not only were the prices of the remote raid passes increased, but their effectiveness was decreased. And it really, really hurt players that didn't have a lot of access to play the game normally like someone would be able to play it or play it actively in a city with a lot of active players. Community days really only feel like, you're farming for shinies at this point to transfer into the real game. And I'm speaking for me, guys, when I say this. Most of the events they feel like pay to win, especially with the new system that they created. I saw that and didn't even understand it. And then when I saw it again, I was like, I don't want to do this. So the game just almost at this point feels lifeless, just about as lifeless as the new design for the avatars as well. I couldn't believe that when those popped up too. It still has some good features and stuff too. I actually got on the other day and saw the ultra wormholes. I thought that was really good, but then it was bad stuff that would cover it up too, like the Dynamax battles. They're so hard, and I remember for Fuecoco Day, I got in a group of 12, and we all still just couldn't beat it, and we were sitting there tapping like crazy for 30 minutes, and we would always get right there, even after they had saw that so many people were having problems and they changed it. It was still just really hard to complete. Overall, I'm just having a really bad time with the app. If you all want me to do a more full, in-depth video about Pokemon Go and my thoughts on Pokemon Go, let me know. I'm not going to say completely negative things about it, like I said before. I just wish that the developers would pay attention to the people that are actually giving them money to keep the app going, and that would be the community. But we'll see. Niantic's out of the game now, and Scopely is in, so we'll see what they can do. So I want this video to be more of a Pokemon Sleep video and not just me dogging Pokemon Go. So from here on out, I'm just going to be talking about what the team is doing right with Pokemon Sleep. And if you want to learn more about what is going on in the Pokemon Go community, I highly advise watching my favorite Pokemon Go YouTuber, Trainer Tips. Nick has actually been a really big inspiration for traveling and Pokemon with my channel, and he's just really cool. I like the vibe of his channel. He goes to some really cool places, and he's just honest about what he feels about the app and the community and what they're doing. So go watch his videos, and for the very, very small chance that he's watching, hi, oh my gosh, I love your videos, and thank you for everything that you do for the Pokemon Go community. But back on the subject of Pokemon Sleep, right? What is Pokemon Sleep doing right? They're listening to the community. adding much needed features and changes to into the app. I mean, let's look at it, shall we? A while back, I actually made a video on my hopes for Pokemon Sleep, and someone tried to tell me it's an app, not a game. To which I say, apps can definitely have new features and quality of life improvements too. And it's exactly what the team is doing, and I couldn't be more proud to call myself a Pokemon Sleep fan right now. Pokemon Sleep has always felt engaging and just felt like a really cool way to track your sleep. They are constantly adding new Pokemon, and I mean, personally, I myself am hoping that they add Alolan Raichu or Gumi to the game. But recently, they actually just added Darkrai, and the Darkrai event was the best event we've had in Pokemon Sleep so far. And I know that not everybody or every Pokemon is going to make it into Sleep, and honestly, that's okay. But the whole point of this is that they are trying, they are listening, and that means a lot to me, and I'm sure it means a lot to people in the Pokemon Sleep community as well. The visuals are freaking awesome in this app, and so is the music, especially with the Darkrai event. As we progressed through the week, the darkness in the area would slowly turn to light as Cresselia was helping with the nightmares, and at the end we got this really cool music with Darkrai. It was really cool, and let's talk about the visuals a little bit more too. It's so detailed with each Pokemon that they've added into the game. Some Pokemon actually matched their Dex entries in the main line games, which is really, really cool. And it's just the amount of detail that they're putting into the game. It's really impressive, and I just wish the Go had that type of detail too. And as they keep adding more and more Pokemon, they have also added new places too. Like, I can't remember the name of it right now, but there's actually like an electric power plant where it has like bugs and electric types, and I actually was able to get a shiny Grubbin, and I'm super excited to have that shiny Vikavolt on my team. It's going to be really cool. They've added new skills and berries, and they're improving Pokemon. It's great. They're listening too. They're definitely, I'm pretty sure someone's on that Reddit and they're listening to everything that we're saying, but once again, they're listening. Community support. That's what's making it a good app. Pokemon Sleep is also rewarding collectors now. If you can sleep with your Pokemon for 2,000 hours, you can gain a special type of profile where they're smiling with their eyes closed. It's really, really cute. And actually, that's what's kept me from evolving this here Squirtle straight into my partner, Wartortle. And I'm just enjoying having all these Pokemon that I never thought that I would have on my team. It's gonna sound like a lot, but I'm only 1,300 hours away from my shiny partner. So you get to spend and get to know these Pokemon for quite a bit. They've also added, finally, a way to shiny hunt in the game, and I'm super excited for that. This new thing is called befriending badges, and originally I was actually going to make a video on it because I just wanted to go into depth on like what it does and how you can shiny hunt, but the video is going to take a little bit longer, so once again, make sure you stay tuned because it's going to take a little bit to make the video, but I want to be able to inform you all, especially shiny hunters, on how you could have a new way to shiny hunt. Isn't that exciting? You have a chance of increasing the new main skill to a gold skill, I believe, and then you have a slight chance of increasing the shiny odds for that Pokemon too as well that has the befriending badge, so make sure you're feeding your Pokemon plenty of biscuits. We currently do not know the odds of increasing the shiny chances with that, so once again, make sure you stay tuned and I will get that information out to you all as soon as I can. But to the guy that thought that my idea was dumb, they would never do that, take that. That's definitely going to encourage me to not be lazy and actually start feeding my Pokemon biscuits. Here we go, feeding Eevee biscuits basically until he pops. Yay. The game could also do a little bit better with different sleep schedules. Everybody has a different sleep schedule. Some people got to go to work at 1 a.m. and they can't get home and sleep until 9. But I think that they have done slightly better with that and made some necessary adjustments. I remember that when they would update at really awkward times and they wouldn't really tell anybody they were updating, and it was like, oh no, I'm missing out on a meal for my Snorlax, so now that I'm not going to hit that rank and I'm going to miss out on that Pokemon, and it messes you up for the whole week, right? But now they actually will say, hey, we're getting ready to update the game, make sure you feed Snorlax. Also, Now you can use your Apple Watch to track your sleep too. By the way, that is my best performing video right now. So if you want to learn how to connect your Apple Watch and use Pokemon Sleep to track your sleep, go check out that video. But I think it's really cool that you can use other smart devices to track your sleep now too. They are literally making it an app for everyone. But as stated before, they are listening to the community, right? It is a game that everyone can play however they like. For me, I like shiny hunting, but for someone else, it could be about just completing the dex. Or for another person, they have to reach Master Ball rank 20 in every area. You can do whatever you want to do. You can play casually or you can play hardcore. It is literally a game or app for everyone. The only thing that you can't do at this point is battle, which apparently people are trying to get that changed. If there is a competitive sleep event, please invite me. I want to be a part of that. I am Pokemon Sleep's biggest supporter. Please, guys. Pokemon Company, are you listening? Please. So, what is my final conclusion on all this? Well, I think that until the community's voice is heard within the Pokemon Go community, I always think that the more superior Pokemon app will be Pokemon Sleep. It's simply just more enjoyable, and it's fun, and it serves its purpose, and the community is heard. Does that mean that Pokemon Go is a bad app? Absolutely not. There are people that still, you can see there's a little bit of passion put into Pokemon Go, like I said, with the Ultra Wormholes and stuff like that. I really think that with a little bit more effort in them listening to the community, that Pokemon Go can be just as good as when Pokemon Go came out. But Pokemon Sleep is for everyone, which is what Go is supposed to be for, but lately it just hasn't been, and I really hope that Scopely can change that soon. But thank you to the Pokemon Sleep community and the developers. I have really been appreciating everything that you all have been doing for all of us. I mean, I remember that when Pokemon Sleep was announced and it disappeared for a while, and I was like, when is Pokemon Sleep coming out? When is Pokemon Sleep coming out? And that wait has definitely been worth it. I have been playing pretty much since day one. I think I've only missed 2 or 3 days because I went on a cruise ship, and it wasn't tracking the sleep at all. But I have really been enjoying Pokemon Sleep, and when I can, I really love making Pokemon Sleep videos too, just to be able to talk to the community and talk to other Pokemon Sleep players. But thank you all once again so much for checking out the video. I really appreciate it. Even just watching up to the end really supports the channel, and I'm really hoping to be able to come out with more Pokemon Sleep content soon because I really enjoyed this video. I know that it was different. I kind of got into a little controversial topic, but I like sharing my opinion with you all too. If you have a different opinion than me, be sure to leave it down in the comments. Just keep it respectful, guys. Like I said, I don't care if you have a different opinion than me. Live by what you want to live by, and you're allowed to have an opinion too, just as I'm allowed to have an opinion. But if you all did like my content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Comment on what you think should be my next idea for a Pokemon Sleep video, because I really want to do more of these. I really love it. Pokemon, if you have an event, please invite me. I'm your girl. I'm your girl. I'm ready for this. I have been waiting for an official Pokemon Sleep event. I want to be in a Pokemon Sleep tournament. I know I'm a small YouTuber, but I would have so much fun and be so grateful and enjoy it so much. I'm your girl. I'm your girl. But thank you all again. I will catch you all next time with another video. Until then, peace out. See you later, everyone. Bye.